Brother Roop here. We are talking about Philip the Evangelist in our Bible study. What a great guy. I always admired Philip the Evangelist. That's not to be confused with Philip the Apostle, which could be easy to do. Philip the Apostle was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus. Philip the Evangelist was saved in Jerusalem, and he was, well, Philip's a Greek name, so he or his parents were Greeks, it appears. Probably Greek proselytes, meaning they converted to Judaism, which wasn't unusual, because a lot of non-Jews were attracted to Judaism because of the monotheism, the belief in one God, which attracted a lot of people back then, because all the gods back then were polytheists. They all believed in many gods, and they believed that each region of the world had their own god. You know, they had weird, perverted religions back then. The Canaanites had fertility temples where part of worshiping their god was to have sex with temple prostitutes. So, yeah, I'm sure that attracted a certain type of clientele, worshipers, you know, and but a lot of people rejected that for good logical reasons. I mean, does God really want you to worship that way? I don't think so. A lot of people back then didn't think so either. So a lot of people were attracted to monotheism and the strict rules of piety that Judaism had, which, like I just said, a lot of religions back then didn't have that. And so they were proselytes, and so they were considered Jews. They weren't ethnically Jews, but they were considered Jews for religious reasons. And but he was Philip the Evangelist was a young man, very bold, very brave. You know, he got saved in Jerusalem, probably from the preaching of Peter. You know, he was preaching in Jerusalem till the persecution, Saul's persecution, and he went to Samaria. You know, where most Jews wouldn't go. Jesus went, but most Jews wouldn't go there, and he sparked the first big Christian revival outside Jerusalem. He went there in an area where a sorcerer, Simon the sorcerer, was already applying his evil trade, but that didn't stop him. That didn't stop Philip. Philip was bold, young, and brave, and he went there and sparked a great revival. The Samaritans loved his preaching, loved the message of Jesus, loved the message of the gospel, you know. And that's a sign of good preaching. You know, you're a good preacher, man, if you go to a town and they all get saved. That's some good preaching. Too bad we don't have a copy of those sermons. But anyway, he brought great joy to the city. Everybody got saved. The message was preached. And he sparked the first great revival outside Jerusalem, and he opened up the door to the Samaritans to come into Christianity. Well, but Peter had to come use the key and really open the door, but you know, Philip set it all up. And that's just an amazing story. And it's also proves that people fall for counterfeit religions, but when they meet the real thing, they get saved. they come in droves. And that's very encouraging. Thank you.